And we're live. Welcome to paraglidingtalk.com. I'm your host, Robert Michaels. Glad you are here. We have a great show lined up tonight. We have Ryan Glowka on the show. He's actually live in the air as we speak. He's literally flying around, just having a blast. He's going to answer some of our questions, and we're going to talk to him. So while he's flying around, I do want to mention just a couple things before we get rolling. Our sponsors for the show. One of the main sponsors, PPG Zone. Josh Perry has created a private network for us, paragliding and paramotor pilots. So if you want to get involved in that, the website is ppgzone.com and create a profile. It's literally the internet. It's social media for you. And so you'll have a great time on that. Go check that out. Also, the show is brought to you by Midwest Parajet. Go check out their website, midwestparajet.com. Also, I just saw that they're having a big fly-in, and that fly-in is happening in Wisconsin. What's it called? EA? Is it the EAA?
Oshkosh.
Oshkosh. So that's happening right now. And PPG Smoke is one of the sponsors. PPG Smoke is the website. It's ppgsmoke.com. Go check out their all their different things that they have. Lamels. They've got the U float. They've got other float systems, chase cams. He's got some lighting systems, and there's all kinds of stuff. I'm not sure what the plan is with the motor thing. Somebody told me the other day that there was a change of plans, so stay tuned for that. We're supposed to give away a motor. I'm not sure when or what's going to happen with that, so stay tuned with that. But the website is still up, still rolling, and go check that out. Paramotorprops.com. If you're looking to get a great deal on props, maybe you blow one up by accident and you want to get one quick and at a good, reasonable rate, that website is paramotorprops.com. Also, the show is brought to you by paraorangeproducts.com. Go check out their website. Larry and Chris have made all kinds of good stuff for you to protect your gear, including prop covers, weatherproof motor covers. It's like a barbecue grill cover type material, and it's really good for when you're traveling. Cover your whole motor. Go check out their website, paraorange.com or paraorangeproducts.com. So Ryan, this is episode 179. Ryan Glowka is he's known as one of the youngest instructors. He's been instructing for 3 years. He's only 22 years old. So that means that he was 19 years old when he started teaching paramotoring. And so some people would argue that that is too young, too inexperienced. What would you say to the people who are naysayers about you training too early and becoming an instructor too early?
Well, I haven't really heard many of them say, but personally, I think that it really depends on the amount of work you put in, right? So I was flying for a year and a half until I got that instructor cert, and it was an everyday kind of deal. You know, I didn't miss a flight for this interview, and I didn't miss a flight for anything else. So
Nice.
I think that's really the way you got to look at it. Is how much did you fly? Not how many years have you been flying?
Nice. Well said. And by the way, I forgot to mention, he has 350 skydive jumps. I actually got to meet him at the Salton Sea Fly-In that we have every year here in Southern California. If you haven't heard of that, if you haven't been a part of that, you should jump on board and reach out to one of the moderators or me after the show, and I'll try to get you connected with that. But it's such a great time. Talk to us a little bit about your progression into not just becoming a motor pilot, an excellent motor pilot at that, but talk to us a little bit about the progression. How did you go from point A to point B, and take us through some of your thought process?
Totally. So I think if you really, really want to progress as a pilot, no matter what your goal is to be an instructor, be a professional, or just wing it really, really well, I think it's really all about where have you flown and who have you flown with, you know? You're never going to learn it all on your own by instinct. So really, it's just about finding the best sources of information that you can find, no matter where it is, and seek it out, you know? So some of my great mentors were Chris Croce, Scott and Steve with Midwest Parajet, you know, and a lot of others. I'm learning a lot from Matt and Chris Holder. We're on Team USA together. So really, I think what really set me apart and pushed my progression a lot is going and traveling as much as you can and flying in as many kind of different air masses as you can. And that's really going to push your knowledge base a lot better, you know. Costa Rica does not fly like Utah does. And so you really need to figure out, you know, what you want to do and who can help you get there. Because if you try to do it on your own, you're only going to get as good as the guys in the 90s, is what I like to say.
Nice. So what's your thoughts on self-teaching?
I mean, I have the same view as any other instructor, you know. Obviously, I think it's pretty dumb. I definitely wouldn't have made it if I would have self-taught the whole time, you know. Even if it's in the advanced training, you know, you can learn a lot on your own. But at a certain point, you got to go fly with some people who are better than you. If you're the biggest fish in your pond, that means you need to go find a bigger pond.
Who would you say is the most influential person in your piloting? Because I mean, I sat back and watched you rip some pretty big stuff at Salton Sea, and I think I was talking to Josh, and you know, it's impressive to see where you've come from. And he said, yeah, at that time, I think when I met you, you had to have been 20 years old, so that was 2 years ago. Who would you say is most influential in your piloting?
I mean, the guys that I really just mentioned are kind of the ones, you know, I've been traveling around quite a bit with Matt Mayer and Chris Holbert. So, you know, we're all learning from each other, learning from each other's styles. You know, we both went to Florida. We all went to Florida twice this month. And then I went up to Moab and Colorado. But really, those people, you know, Chris Croce is one of the guys that I looked up to back when I was just, you know, watching YouTube. Didn't even fly yet. So he's definitely one of the people that helped get me into it and see that there's more than just, you know, flying straight and level, and, you know, there's a whole world out there. And then Scott and Steve with Midwest Parajet, they instructed my instructor certification as well as my tandem clinic. My instructor certification was when they got their administrator's cert and taught my class with Chad back. It was really good.
Talk a little bit about your coming to paramotoring. Did paramotoring come first or did skydiving come first?
Paramotoring came first, and it's always going to be first in my world. It's just a way to do it. Skydiving came as a way to do things in the middle of the day, back before I knew how to fly in the middle of the day. So that really is where it started, and it's just a nice thing to do, and it's 30-mile-an-hour winds, and you can't fly.
Yeah, no doubt. What do you think the future is of your skydiving?
Oh, you broke up there? Futures of my skydiving career?
Yeah.
Really, I don't have much expectations with that one. You know, I live at a skydiving trial zone. That's where I teach. And so for me, that's kind of something to just relax with, you know. I'm still it's fun to be a beginner again, you know? So that's kind of just what I'm enjoying it for at the moment. I'm not trying to work in the industry or anything. Just throw my plant on my fun.
You're kind of breaking up there. Are you packing your own glider now? Are you packing your own chute?
Yeah, I do that. I mean, not every time. I'm pretty late sometimes, but I definitely can. I'm not as fast as others.
Nice. And do you have some experience base jumping as well?
Not yet. I'm keeping myself away from that one for a little while. I think I have plenty to keep me entertained. So I got a whole, you know, life to live. So there's plenty of time.
So let's talk a little bit about progression in free flying. I noticed on your Instagram today, by the way, if you want to follow Ryan on Instagram, he's Texas Paramotor. Just look up Ryan Glowka on Instagram. You can follow him there. He's got a great channel. There is, you were practicing some helis today. Talk about how you've progressed to where you're at now.
Yeah, so the alleys, that was a really big surprise for me. I just took a maneuvers plank with Chris Holbert and Matt Minyard over at Skylab SIV with Andrew Fuller. And man, that guy is really knowledgeable. He took us up and, started with learning how to backfly, and then full stalls. Then we did negative spins, misty flips, and then it was all parachute work kind of dialing that alley in. By the end of the weekend, we had it. It was way over my expectations. Never would have expected it. So it was a good time.
Before the show, you mentioned that that heli was the most difficult thing that you've come across so far, and everything else came kind of naturally. The helis did not. Talk a little bit about that for our acro people that are watching.
Yeah, I think it's pretty finicky, at least for me and everyone else that I've ever talked to. It really takes some finesse, lots of toes, lots of riser twists to get it through that situation. You got to really dial in your back fly. But once you get it, man, you got it. And it feels like, the best feeling you could ever think of. So if you're ready for that point, hit up my guy, Andrew Fuller. Or even if you just want to, get some toes and do a frontal collapse, figure out what happens when that happens, It's really not as abrupt or as scary as people think, as long as you take the proper safety precautions over the water with an experienced instructor and have a couple reserves and proper guidance.
How much conversation were you having on the ground before you went up and did it?
We'd have a good 5-minute chat before every toe. What went good? What went wrong? We can. They put it pretty well. They can only give you tips. You really gotta just get in that seat and feel it, learn it for yourself, like almost anything else in the sport, But those few tips that they do give you are really important.
Yep. When we first got into when I first got into paragliding, I was against SIVs. I said, it's like, I gave the analogy like it's crashing your car into the wall to see how it can handle. And but I came back after the SIV that I did with Max Marion and the guys at Torrey Pines. It was a game changer. It opened up a bunch of doors, and it gave me some tools that gave me some confidence that I can't say that I had before, because you don't know how you're going to get out of certain situations. And obviously we did some full stalls, the reset, backfly, the some pretty serious collapse stuff. And when I came away from that, I said, man, that was incredibly valuable. So if you're out there thinking maybe you want to do an SIV, definitely a good idea. Paramotor or free flight guy, you're gonna walk away with some very valuable tools. So you're now currently where you're flying. You're a part of Summerfest, right? This is Skydive Chicago. Talk about your involvement in that and what's on the stage for what you guys are going to be doing.
Sure. So we're at Summerfest right now, a couple miles away, flying away from the airspace. For those of you who don't know, Summerfest is one of the bigger skydiving bookings in the United States, and maybe even the world. They've got a couple multi-million-dollar planes here. They've got 6 planes, something crazy like that. There's 20 skydivers falling out of the sky every 5 minutes here. So the airspace is just ridiculous. But what we're doing is Team USA, and Woody is going to come, Wing and Woody, and we're going to put on a badass show for these skydivers. We got pyrotechnics, we got LEDs, we got pylons that we're going to light up right at the last 30 minutes of sunset, right before their big fireworks show. We're going to put on a real good one for everybody. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Can you give us any secrets about how it's gonna go down?
Oh, we can give you a little secret. Yeah. So pretty much our broad game plan. Obviously, we have more planned out than that. But we're gonna sneak off and take off away so that everybody on the flying line doesn't see us. And then our goal after that is to go up high. We have a coordinated with a skydiving routine who's doing aerobatics as well. And then we're going to be waiting for them to take off. And then we come down, light a few canisters of pyrotechnics, which I can't say where I got it from. And then we go and barrel roll fast, all the cool maneuvers down for 2,000 feet. And then we have 3 guys on car 16s or 8. Actually, 4 guys. And we're just going to rip those out, foot rack these, and it's going to be a really good time.
Yeah, you're kind of breaking up. We lost your video. Not sure if that was on accident.
You guys see me now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Perfect.
yeah.
So, what's your advice to the aspiring pilot, the new guy?
It really depends on exactly where you are in your progression, but don't go out and fly by yourself too many times, It's good to do that and build those skills, but flying with pilots who are better than you is one of the best ways to get better. You're going to learn once you do. They're going to give you tips. Don't think that because you suck, you got to go learn it on your own. Because you suck, you got to go get guidance, right? And everyone sucks. I've blown take off more than I can count. But if you just keep it rolling, then you'll be fine,
No doubt. It's hard to stay focused. I'm watching you fly around and I want to be flying.
I want to fly cornfields too, man.
I want to kick some cornfields.
Yeah. I'm loving Illinois. We don't have corn in Texas, so this is new. I like it.
Let's talk a little bit about your wing and your choice of motor.
Yeah. Right now it's the car 16. That's my absolute favorite for doing what I do. Then choice of motor, Parajet Maverick, definitely my longtime favorite. Love that baby. And then right now, I also am flying the PAP. I'm checking that bad boy out, seeing how I like it. I'm not all about just one brand, so I like to try everything I can get my hands on. And the PAP has been a really nice favorite. I couldn't tell you which one I like more at the moment.
And you said you're flying the Gen Carve, and that's a 16 meter?
Oh, yeah. Custom made 16-meter car. Pretty sure there's like 6 or 8 of them in the world, what Matt Vineyard told me.
So talk a little bit about, flying pylons and flying high speed. I know you guys are doing that every once in a while. How do you end up in that? And are you doing competition stuff now?
Yeah, so we're gearing up for competition. And so what that means is flying pylons as much as possible and trying to learn our acrobatic maneuvers. I think we're a little farther away from acro pumps than we are slow, but we're pretty much just trying to not suck at it, right? Team USA, there is no Team USA, so we're making it, right? And we're going to have open nationals. We're trying to coordinate that with Leah, and we're going to make that happen. That way, if you think you can do it, you can come out, and we'll find out who's who and make a team. That way we can go and represent our country. And the goal is then to bring everybody to the U.S. If we can get everybody, all the shredders in France and Italy and Spain and everywhere to come to us, then that's really the goal 2 years down the line, is to put USA on the map.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that they don't have a USA team.
Yeah, well, we have it now. We're making it, man. So, if you guys want to join, we're try to coordinate nationals at some point where we can, if anybody wants to join, this isn't a closed boys club, If you got some real game, and we're talking real game, then, contact us, and we're going to try to make it calm for everybody here in the U.S. just so that, it's an open game. It's not just us, right? We want to do it for everyone.
So, I do have to mention that these guys are practicing over water on those pylons for safety. Consider that. We had a whole show 2 episodes ago about water. Consider that before you start getting yourself involved in that. I would say also make sure you talk to your instructor if you're a new guy and you're thinking, oh, I can fly around pylons. I should have no problem. Consider taking some advice from your instructor before you go out and try it. There's a lot of dangers, especially when you're talking about flying low and whipping around the ground. I know. Go back to episode like 4 or 5 when Chris Santacroce was on, and he talked about his accident. He was doing something that he's done a million times, a little tip touch on the ground, and the tip of his wing grabbed this little blade of grass or something, and it yanked his wing right into the ground. He broke all kinds of body parts and ended up in a bad situation. So it is worth considering before you step up your training. Yes, sir. Oh, you got some trolls in the chat. We got Josh Bowden is in the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. That fucker's got to give me some shit. Otherwise, it's not right.
Got him.
Oh, $10.
Yep.
$10 gonna make you holler.
We reeled him in.
Oh, of course it's Josh Bowden that does it to me.
Yep, Josh Bowden. He's paid, I think Nebraska Paramotor, he's probably paid more into the show than any other person for his foul mouth.
I believe it. I'm surprised that
almost.
I'm not broke.
Yeah.
Man.
Some people, some don't.
Yeah. Love that guy, by the way. I don't know where he's been. He's been hiding out. And I need an electrician in San Diego ASAP. By the way, this show is brought to you by American Allied Drains and Plumbing. If you're in the San Diego area and you are in need of a plumber, American Allied Drains and Plumbing is your company. If you mention Paragliding Talk, you will get a 10% discount on your services. Their phone number is 844-777-9055. I mean, anybody with a 777 in their phone number has to be a good company. I mean, you got to just call them. So check them out. Also, the show's brought to you by Nebraska PPG. Josh Bowden runs a school in Nebraska. And if you're interested in get some top-notch training, you can sign up with Josh and his team today. There's a link in the description. Let's I know we're just a few minutes early. Let's spin the wheel while we can, eh?
Yeah, we could do that.
We're going to do a little early spin. Tons of people are out flying. People are at that Oshkosh.
That's a smart idea. That's gonna throw off the ones that will chime in at 6:39 p.m.
Now we've got no screen sharing here, Robert.
I got you.
You know, sir.
I'm a little rusty since we didn't have a show last week. There you go.
Oh, okay. Thank you so very much. Here we go. All right. And the good stuff. Okay. And the good stuff. You can see my screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys got a good chance of winning tonight.
Here we go. And spinning.
All right. The spin of this wheel, by the way, is brought to you by iFly Indiana Powered Paragliding. If you're interested in flying paramotors, no better place to get the proper training than iFlyIndiana.com. Kevin and his team will get your feet off the ground. That's iFlyIndiana.com. Yeah, what are we going to give away?
I don't know.
Let's give away some oil. AMSOIL. AMSOIL products.
That.
AMSOIL, yeah. That's the best stuff, ain't it? Uh-oh. It's going to be really close.
Oh, I think it's Jeremy.
Yeah, I think it's Jeremy like this. Did he win the last time?
Did you get Clark Kent in there?
Yes.
Dude,
Did he?
hack.
Jeremy like this.
Jeremy like
Dinner,
this
winner,
trail.
chicken dinner. I swear he just won something.
Congratulations, Jeremy.
Jeremy. Yeah, Jeremy rigged it. He owns a clothing company. It's for paragliding. It's literally it's my favorite clothing line for flying stuff. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's slipping my mind right now. What's the name?
OTB shirt.
Yes, OTB stands for over the back. And if you don't know what over the back means, that's a free flight thing. You get up high enough that you go over the back of whatever mountain that you're using. And he created a little sticker, and it's got the coordinates for Blossom, which is my favorite flying site. And so that leads me to talk about some free flying. Ryan, if you're still there, it looks like your screen is frozen. I don't know if you're still around there. Shoot. I think we lost him.
Like I say, he's flying so fast, he's beating the internet.
Yeah, the internet can't catch him.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was
the fastest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a 16-meter carve, that thing can haul pretty good.
Oh, he's back.
Oh.
Yep, he's back.
Hi, chatters. Love y'all. Had to say hi between the break here with Ryan. I had to throw that in there, Robert. Being the PR that I am, you know.
What does PR stand for again, Mom?
Payroll.
Payroll.
Still wait for that check in the mail. Dude.
Risk.
All that mama's done everything. Yeah.
You're going to be waiting a long time.
I was just going to say, she made it a long time into this show without getting muted.
Wait, halfway.
There we go.
Halfway. Who got 27 minutes? Who was that? $40 pool. 27
Didn't take long for Mom to get shut down. Ryan, you're muted in case you don't know. Yeah, so by the way, I just sent David, I know he's in the chat. I sent you an invite if you want to jump on with us. Dave is the host of Paramotor Nation.
Yeah.
Our Paramotor Nation. I like to claim ownership of that. Our Paramotor Nation.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
yeah, because I have a paramotor now. I can claim it.
Oh.
I'm a part of that show.
That's right. You do.
That's right.
I
can't fly it right now.
I have to say. Yeah.
You guys are probably wondering what's going on with the video situation. I had to pump the brakes on that, and I'll give you some details maybe in the after show. Can't say too much live.
Oh, about the paramotoring?
No, about the channel, YouTube channel.
Okay.
Pretty crazy stuff going on.
I'm sure.
Yeah, but we're still doing it. Ryan, can you hear me?
He's muted.
Okay, yeah, you're muted, Ryan. I don't think I can unmute him. I can ask to unmute. There we go. Let's try that. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. You guys can hear me good.
Yeah. So a couple questions for you from the chat. This is David Wolf. He had asked, Chris Holbert told me, this is him quoting, Chris Holbert told me between himself, Minyard, and you guys kept trying to see who had the best heli of the day. Chris said that you won the prize. Do you agree?
Yeah. I mean, that's what he said. It felt really, really good. That Minyard had one that looked really, really nice as well. So I think he kind of competes with it for sure.
Are you guys saying that? Are you guys all trying to do helis at the same time? This is your first go at it?
Repeat that one more.
Yeah, you guys, are you all trying to do helis at this? Like this is all your first attempts at heli?
Yep, that was the deal. Yep, there's all this weekend. We didn't even expect to we just got there and we did all the prerequisites, and Andy was like, okay, it's time to heli. Yeah, we were all super stoked. It was not in the expectations, but it happened, and it was awesome.
That looks like a little bit of rain in the distance there. You guys having some weather out there?
Not too bad. I don't think that's really rain. It's got a little dark bottom, but it's still cloud dark. It's not going up, so I'm not too worried about it. Pretty flat.
Nice and smooth.
It's not smooth by any means right now. It's probably 10 dust and distance, but it's nice. It's really nice. I mean, the sunset's good, and little break.
Look at Gringo weight shifting right now.
Yeah, totally. Is he flying? Is he flying with speed bar?
No, he's flying on a 16-meter car.
Right now.
Only paramotor videos do you?
Yeah, this is no speed bar.
It's got to be downwind.
Oh
So
my God.
fast.
Poor Anthony. You're going to fall out of the chair, Anthony. I know.
Every once in a while, my videos, I'll put I caught you weight shifting in just subtitles.
True.
Because and the reason I know is because when I'm editing the video, I'm doing it myself. I'm like, oh yeah, that's a good thermal. Lean, lean, lean. Lean, lean, lean.
You gotta
When your head does a barrel roll. It's when your head does a barrel roll, you got to worry.
Yeah.
You guys got to do some kind of video on this. That'd be hilarious.
Yep. So there's a guy named Hank Lynch, and he said, ask Ryan if he wants to meet up at Crystal Beach this weekend. That's for free.
Yeah. What
Hank.
up, Hank? I met him at Crystal Beach like a week and a half ago. Definitely want to fly there, but we're doing a big air show this weekend. Lots of pyrotechnics, LED, fun stuff going on. So next time for sure.
Nice.
Yeah,
So-
1,000 miles away.
Are you planning on doing any jumps at this skydiving event?
Oh yeah, I jumped today. It was super duper fun. Matt Minyard and another homie that he brought, they jumped, and everyone's getting their jumps in. It's a lot of fun.
So you said Matt Minyard was that his first time skydiving?
He said he's done it twice before, but yeah, we got him on the tandem games just because they didn't have the ground school for him.
Oh, so he did a tandem.
Yeah, it was a good time. He wants to get his A license. I jumped out this strike a few times, so it's his turn to come off mine.
Nice. Well, I know he has all the connections in the world, but if he needs the homie hookup for some training for that ground school, he can come to San Diego and get it. I got a bunch of guys here that'll do it.
Oh yeah, I do too. I live and teach at a drop zone skydive Lone Star. So
Oh, nice.
I've got the hookup for him too. He just needs to come out.
Yeah, you got to get him off a paramotor. Good luck.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't do it either. I'll never think skydiving your priority, even as fun as it is.
Yeah. So maybe let's talk a little bit about that. There's some stuff that you can learn from canopy work. Would you say that, and you're the first person that I've ever talked to that started off paramotoring and then segued into skydiving. Was there anything that you transferred over? I'm inspired to do some skydiving. Is there anything that transferred over into your skill set into skydiving from paramotoring?
Yeah. I mean, our canopy control is very similar. And so, the flare and everything, you're going to get that down really well. The glide ratio on those things are almost nothing. So you're going to be landing short a lot in the beginning. At least that's what I did. But it was a lot of fun, for sure. You're gonna pick it up really fast, is my guess. Everyone that I've ever seen do it has.
And what about the free flight aspect of it, the control? kind of breaking
so really, those canopies are pretty much. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, really, those canopies are the most simple design. Hello?
Yeah, you're there.
All right, yeah. Those skydive canopies are the most simple design. They have no aspect ratio. They're completely square. You couldn't funnel them if you tried. So really where we're coming from is a much more complex kind of control. You know, they tell their students on jump 5 to yank the toggle as hard as they can and spiral it for reference.
Wow.
So, yeah, so you're really not going to have any problems coming in there. The only kind of issue is that the fall rate, they dive a lot quicker on landing. So you just got to time it a little right. But, yeah, you're going to love it. Free fall's a whole different game, man.
And did you do any simulation stuff like at the little indoor skydiving centers? Did you do any of that?
I've done some of that for training. Trying to learn how to do head down, falling straight to the earth. And that's really how you practice flying your body the way that you need to fly it to make that work. So, yeah, that was really nice. I don't do it too often because it's really expensive. It's something like $15, $20 a minute if you want coaching.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. We've got a couple of them around us here in San Diego. I've thought about maybe going and checking one out.
Yeah, I recommend it for sure. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. More weighting than I'd like, you know. Usually with paragliding, paramotoring, we're only waiting for ourselves in the weather. But with skydiving, there's a lot more people involved. So sometimes you got to wait for the pilot and the other jumpers to show up. You need 8 to 10 people to sit in the plane. So that's the only thing I don't like, but it's 60 seconds of godlike power when you're falling through the air. You can control your direction and move wherever you want.
Are you considering any of the wingsuit stuff?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I've done some tracksuit jumps, and I'm actually enrolled in a wingsuit course. So I've done a couple of them. We're working on getting towards the bigger suit, more glide ratio, and, you know, more control, more speed. But, yeah, I've gotten on the wingsuit, just a small one.
So let's talk about your next big adventure. What's on deck for Ryan Glowka?
Yeah, so right now I've put 10,000 miles on my truck in the past month and a half, going from Texas to Florida to Louisiana to New Mexico to Utah to Colorado, back to Florida, and now I'm in Chicago. That's my past month and a half. So I'm going back. I'm teaching one more class in August, and then it's France, Spain, and Italy for 2 months in September and October.
Talk a little bit about your school. I want to give a plug for it, obviously, for you coming on the show, and I appreciate it again that you came on. Talk about how people can get a hold of you and if they want to get some training.
Yeah, definitely. If anyone wants some training, you can look me up. Check paramotortraining.com. We split up 20 flights to rental. If you can run, you've got a good attitude, you're going to be a good part of the team. I'd love to help you fly. We've got all sorts of different gear for you to try, and we can help you get the right setup for you. Really, the only requirement is you got to be stoked. You got to be physically fit. And you got to be willing to help everyone else on the team. You know, it's really a group effort out there, and that makes the best kind of community. You know, I learned some of that from Chris Coach and Chris Holbert. There's some really good things. I'd love to help anyone get in the fly that I can. We got a couple classes coming up, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We train out in Fluling, Texas, right next to Skydive Lodestar. I live. And so I'm always there flying every single day, you know, for at least 3 to 5 hours a day.
Can you say that city one more time where you're at, where you're training?
Yeah, we train in It's just about 45 minutes southeast of Austin, about an hour away from San Antonio, 2 hours away from Houston. So we got everybody on the map.
Got it. And what about training guys that have already, got plenty of experience? Maybe they want to do some pylon stuff. Are you guys giving direction to veteran pilots?
We don't really have anything set up for that yet. We're looking at trying to figure that out. But our next step is going to try to figure out who's who and who can really learn. Who's ready for that step? Who's had hundreds of hours flying 30 T-bar? Who's on that small reflex glider? We might try to make courses for people who are trying to advance to that for sure. I'm planning on doing cross-country expeditions for people where we can take people on their first, 100-mile cross-country and make them feel safe with the chase cars. But yeah, that's really pretty much the goal. We don't have the pylon class set up yet, really, because, like we said, that thing's pretty advanced, and we're just learning it right now. So we could give you the basics, but you should really already have the basics by the time you come,
That's awesome. By the way, a couple of people have donated to the super chat. John Wayne donated $10 to the super chat. Thank you, kind sir. DP also donated $10 to the super chat. He said, alms for the poor. Thanks, Robert. Appreciate you. Thank you all the Patreon supporters, by the way, Patreon and PayPal. You have been supporting the show. We got some cool things lined up for the next months ahead. I know summertime is a slow time for the show. Not as many people watching because you're actually enjoying flying, which is what should be done. So if you're watching the show, it's usually because you have crappy weather and you can't fly. So that's why we're here for you. And each week we try to bring something to the table. If you have somebody that you think it would be an excellent fit to come on the show and you want to recommend them, reach out to me by going to the website paraglidingtalk.com, and I will get those people lined up on the show and we will talk to them on paraglidingtalk.com. Or my mom will stalk you on Facebook and she will friend you and ask you a million questions. And you will succumb to the show. So one way or the other, you're going to be on the show.
That's how I get it done, son.
That's how mom does it.
It's the cowgirl way.
Yeah. By the way, the show is brought to you by Lone Star Paramotor. If you're in the Lone Star state of Texas, you can reach out to Ron Turan and his team for world-class training. The website is lonestarparamotor.com. Also, the show is brought to you by Torrey Pines Gliderport. If you want to learn how to free fly in the most beautiful place in the United States, you can reach out to Max Marion or any of the guys at flytorrey.com. That is FLYTORREY.com. They also do SIVs. So if you want to get involved, you want to get in there. It's not too late. They still have a bunch of classes lined up. Yeah, you can reach out to Max on Facebook and ask him what's going on with that. And there's a couple other guys that are doing the training, the simulated incident events. SIV training is a really good thing, especially if you are going to be taking it to the next level. Yes. Do you guys have any questions from the chat that we want to ask Ryan? I fear he's going to run out of gas soon.
Ryan sounds like he's flying a transformer.
It sounds like a transformer. I haven't been paying very close attention to the chat, but I really appreciate everybody that's here chatting away.
I love you, chatters.
Hey, Craig Taylor's in the chat.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's dropping links.
He's been in there for a minute. He's been in there the whole show, as a matter of fact. I guess there's a baptism in the family, and this is the closest he could be to the show tonight. So.
Oh, that's good. So he's pocket watching right now. He's probably got his phone like this, and he's like,
yeah, kind of
in the church.
Hey, this message is from Nebraska Paramotor. Ryan might as well go up and do a live acro throwdown.
Oh, right? No. That is not a good idea. in the dark.
Yeah.
He's got 15
How
minutes.
we're doing?
Yeah, it's dark.
You going full throttle?
There's no video right now though. It's not working.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we
We'll
can't
hear
see
him
you,
scream.
Brian.
Yeah.
Josh is just trying to break the internet. That's all that he's not fooling anybody. Okay. He's trying to break the internet.
He said he'll do it and it'll be quiet so he can talk while he's descending.
Oh, there's plenty of light. That's the light filtered through the lens. It's plenty of light.
Oh, yeah.
Dark.
It's,
No
the
way.
sun hasn't even
Brian,
set. Yeah.
Brian, you need to get your butt down,
Do it.
down,
Do it.
down.
Do
Oh,
it.
Oh dang.
holy moly. No, he's not. No.
I gotta spotlight the video for everyone. There we
No.
go.
There it is. Oh, he just did a barrel roll.
He hit the anti-video button.
No, I don't think his camera can handle the G's. It did
That's
a
what I
barrel
was
roll.
saying. I think he's going faster than the internet can follow. When he does the barrel
Rolling.
rolls, he's just so fast.
Oh my gosh.
Rolling.
No way.
Got to keep him rolling.
Do we lose him?
Hot buttered Steve.
Yeah, what up, guys?
Oh,
The
no.
camera like that.
Yeah, try to turn the camera back on.
I'll try.
Hot
We
butter.
saw the barrel roll. Which
Here we go,
still
that
gives us the
mic.
wing over.
It's all dark.
This guy's so pretty.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. The camera just doesn't show it. It's still plenty of light out here.
Nice.
Told you.
So crazy. Okay, Ryan, you can land now.
So just
Oh,
like
man,
mom
a
would,
couple miles away.
just like a mom would.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time for you to land. It's getting
Street
dark.
lights. Look at the street lights are coming on. You need to go. You need to land now.
You need to land and get something to eat, and you probably need something to drink.
Mom
I
text
mostly
me.
just have to pee.
He said I mostly have to pee.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
you
funny.
get cross country.
Speaking of cross country, are you going to come to the Salton Sea Fly-In this year?
That's definitely my goal. I
Nice.
haven't missed it yet. I think it'll be my like third year, fourth year, something like that. But
Nice.
I can't miss that one. No way.
This will be the first time that I actually get to enjoy like full flying with my motor, because the first couple times I went, like this last one, I was breaking in my new motor, the new one. So I really didn't get to fly that much, and then I had to leave Saturday. So this time I'll be able to fly the whole time, hopefully.
Very
Nice.
do videos, Robert. Because Mama wants to see this stuff.
You should fly out, Mom.
I said stuff. I didn't say the other word.
Yeah. If you cost, you'll be paying. I know you're on a fixed income.
That's what I'm saying. I said stuff.
Is that a river right there?
Huh?
Is that a white water river underneath you right now?
Oh yeah, you guys gotta check this out for sure.
Oh, please don't do any foot dragging in that.
Oh
Okay?
my,
I want to
oh,
fall off my
jeez.
chair.
You're probably very hungry right now.
Oh, dang it.
No foot
Froze up.
dragging in the water. Please don't.
Yeah, there's
Brian,
no
Brian,
there's no
come back.
internet over the
Robert, I
water.
get the feeling like your mom secretly tells you you're her favorite child.
He's thinking about it. Look at Ryan's thinking about it. It's like, I'm going.
My
I'm-
brother's name is Ryan. So
That's fine.
all my life I've heard my mom saying, Ryan, don't do that. Don't do that, Ryan.
The name comes naturally. That's right. That's right. You are not
Bumpy to
gonna
be
put
foot dragging.
that lake. It's too dark.
Too bumpy for foot dragging.
Too dark. Keep going. Keep going, Ryan.
Hot Buttered Steve donated $10 to the super chat. Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you, Hot
Appreciate
Butter
that.
Steve. He's the best.
Hot Buttered Steve.
Crazy
He's got
man.
one of the best names.
I know he does. Crazy.
Somebody's feeding back there. I think that's Mom. I'm gonna have to mute you, Mom.
Oh no, Mom.
Yep. She got muted twice already in this
50
episode.
Who had 50 minutes? Who had 50 minutes?
Wait. Hot Butter Steve, you didn't even notice on Facebook when he shaved. He shaved.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, Holy moly. I'm just saying, if you can hear me, just saying.
I always get a little nervous when we have guys flying over water and then all of a sudden their feed ends.
Yeah, that's true,
I
huh?
know. I know.
There he goes. Can you hear me?
Fine. Ryan's fine. No worries.
At least I let you know that I landed okay in the grass.
You know, about that, Gringo, you know, had you not brought it up, I would have never said anything. But I don't know if you guys remember this. We were all super jealous. Gringo logged on and he's like, "Bah." He's like, "What's up, guys? Just flying around after work." So he's mocking us all. And you guys remember when he landed in the bushes? You just see the camera in the bushes, and it was kind of like, and I joked and I go, "Oh, look, he had a motor out. He landed somewhere." And I was totally joking. I thought he just landed and was packing up and doing his thing. I thought maybe he was talking to somebody. No, he had an engine out because he ran out of gas. And then he had to like hike a while. And you guys remember that his phone was like crinkling and hitting his leg, and it was like
you could see his grass leaves, you know.
You can hear him breathing all hard, and he's hiking up the hill. Go back and watch that episode. Amazing. You guys didn't know, and he didn't say anything, and I don't think he realized that his camera was on that whole time.
Well, when I finally caught my breath, I looked up and I click end chat or end stream, you know.
Yeah. And seriously, when I saw it happen, I was like, yeah, he had something happened, man. He landed somewhere he didn't expect.
So my phone was on a tether and it's not Velcroed, so it sits in my lap, right? And then obviously I had to put my feet down to do my landing, so it got dragged into the tall grass. Anyway, yeah.
So did you learn your lesson?
Of course I did.
So have you ever ran out of gas again?
Don't tell Robert.
Yeah. What happened with that? So how do you not run out of gas? Because people, this is a very good lesson for everyone.
No, you know what? I'm gonna fess up right here. It wasn't me running out of gas, which I've done a few times, no doubt about it. Fortunately, when I've done it, I've been over an area circling and whatever. And this one was, real quick in a nutshell, this one was, I'm in a canyon and it's not really going up or down, but the sides of the canyon go up, obviously. And I had to go around a palm tree, and I was a little lower, and it was in the afternoon. There was no wind in there, so it's a little harder to judge your climb rate. So I had to turn, and it was a rookie move, and I didn't turn back towards the middle center of the canyon, and I ended up kind of flying into a slight incline. It wasn't as drastic as you think it might be, like flying like that guy in the flat top that flew into the side of a mountain in a canyon. It wasn't near that, but it was enough to like misjudge and knowing I was pushing throttle. I just couldn't get the climb out. So I didn't turn left and get more space. And I ended up by then, kind of tiptoe. It was a soft landing. It was tiptoeing into the grass, but it was enough for you guys to see the phone dangling and getting a lot of images of tall grass. So that was it.
There could have been so many more giggles.
Yeah.
Had you just logged on and said, "Oh my gosh, guys."
To be honest too, learning on that was, I actually put myself in purposely in that same situation several times to try and practice and to determine what my climb rate is on that motor. And then, it's a 185, but I'm kind of a big boy. So I kind of practice it to kind of see what the climb rate would be. So nothing quite on that edge, but anyway, enough about that.
Proceed. Well, we don't have a guest anymore. Ryan obviously went into the river.
Now, since Ryan went into the river, or his foot dragging the river, or beating the internet through the river, over the air, above the woods, and all that stuff, let's bring up a 501c3 that Craig Taylor is generally very good at announcing, but since we're minus a Craig Taylor in person, Robert, please take this away. Do Craig some justice here.
Yes.
Make him happy. Make him proud, Robert.
I'm going to do it with my best radio voice. This show is sponsored by Resurgence PPG. If you're interested in supporting our men and women of uniform, you can make a tax-deductible donation to resurgencepppg.com. By donating, you're sponsoring those who have put their lives on the line for your freedom. Reach out to Todd Scandrett at resurgencepppg.com. Good, huh?
Yeah.
I'd
that was
say
good.
Sean
I'm
also
impressed.
he wants to share also his Calamity Kite Clinic. I can't even say it, so I'm not worthy. Angela donated $10 to the super chat. She said, "We love Linda fan club." That means we're gonna have to bring Mom back on
What's
the
up,
show
y'all?
again.
Oh my
Ryan's
God.
back.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
so like, thank you, Angela.
Okay, now I have to
I
mute
love
Mom
her.
again. There we go. Sorry, Ryan. Go ahead.
Hold on.
I got Mom muted, so you're good now.
There we go. What's up, y'all? Landed.
Ryan, thank you
Here with
so
Matty
much.
Lanyard, Wing It Woody, and Dave. Probably can't see them.
No, I can't see now. This is just black screen, but rad. Tell Maddie I said what up. Wing It Woody,
Yeah.
what up?
What up? What up?
Yeah, that's awesome. There he
So
is.
it's a good plate.
Yeah, Ryan, thank you again so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And that was super cool that you're able to do a show and keep it functioning the whole time in the air. It's pretty rad.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. I'm glad that Bluetooth worked.
Yeah, we've done a couple of them. Super fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we were just talking about the importance of kiting, and so Sean Navsker, he is he's an expert on ground handling, and we were just putting a plug in for him for his channel. So it's Calamity Kite Clinic. So if you're interested in getting involved in some of this kiting action, and I want to say that especially for the free flight crew, it's critical that you understand how to manipulate your wing while you're on the ground. And it is an art form. And the better that you get at ground handling and the better that you are with your wing on the ground, the less issues you're going to have. I've learned this firsthand, especially with motoring, light wind situations, strong wind situations. You know, I used to think it was all about the strong wind, because when a lot of times when you're launching at Blossom, you're launching just before 5 o'clock, and especially in the summer, you're dealing with 10 to 15 mile an hour winds and then gusts up to 20, and you got to really know what you're doing. You get plucked and slammed on the ground. I've been slammed probably, I don't know, 10, 15 times, and it happens. But the more that you're able to ground handle, the more that you're able to learn on the ground now, it'll save you some face. You don't have to be embarrassed on launch, and you don't have to bring your wing through your prop when you're flying a paramotor in light wind situations. And so you want to get some expertise. Sean is, from what I know, he is the guy for ground handling. Not only is he fascinated with kiting paramotor wings, paraglider wings, but it's also kites and airplanes and RC. So he's got all kinds of knowledge when it comes to the wind and stuff. So go check out his website. What's the website, Sean?
CalamityKiteClinic.com.
Nice.
Yeah.
Minyard, what up?
Turning calamity into confidence. What's up,
Hey.
Minyard?
So
what up, Wing It Woody?
What up, Wing It?
Back there.
Who's back there? Is that Ross? Who is that back there?
That's Dave.
That's Sodomite, Dave Dana.
Okay, what's up, Dave? I don't think we met before, but nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Minyard, I heard you jumped out of an airplane today.
I did. Yeah, head first.
Who did you go with? Is it just some random skydiving guy?
Some random bulging man, you know?
Oh no. Oh no. Minyard. So are you gonna get the training or what, dude? I need to know.
I don't know. I can't stop paragliding yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't seem to get a day off. So
are you coming to San Diego? That's what we need to know.
Yeah.
The people want to know.
Yeah, for sure.
I still have your wing, and I bought a new wing, so you can still fly the good old Delta 2.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've been stretching that bad boy out, so
you still have it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yes, that was a good one.
Mm-hmm. It's still like brand new.
Fine. Crispy.
Yeah. But anyways, we're gonna go to the after show. Ryan, thanks again. Really appreciate you coming on the show. Everybody that's in the chat, you guys are awesome. Moderators, Mom USA, thank you. Also, Anthony Peregringo, Sean Nafsker, you guys are awesome. Craig Taylor, he's lurking. I know he's doing his moderation thing, but he had to do it from his pocket. So thank you. I appreciate that. And then also, we don't give enough shout outs to our other moderation staff. Yankee Paramotor, anybody with a tool next to their name has earned it, except for Josh, Nebraska Paramotor. He just, I don't know how he got the tool. He just somehow got it. But all you guys that have been supporting the show for this long, you guys are awesome. And we got some great shows lined up. Get ready for the next level. We're having a great time. So paraglidingtalk.com if you want to check out some of the other episodes, and we will see you on the next one. If I don't see you on the air, I'll see you in the air. Have a great